Week 25. Now we are live.
Week
Hello, guys.
25.
Week
Hello, Mike.
25. Hello. Good morning. How are you, Matt?
I'm doing well. I'm here at the house. I had a delicious breakfast, and it's a beautiful sunny day here in Binyan. And
Yeah, yeah.
it's a great Sunday morning. How are you doing?
Great. I'm in our classroom.
Nice.
This is the
Classroom.
classroom. This is the classroom.
AKA
Literally
house. Also,
house, classroom,
bedroom.
better everything else.
And yeah. Sala.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's so
yeah.
true, isn't it? So
Yeah,
true.
correct. So welcome to our viewers. Welcome to our Sunday spotlight this weekend. Hope you
Yes, we
guys
got an
are doing well this morning. And I have of course, my cold brew coffee with me.
cold brew. Let us know maybe the coffee, the brew that you drank this morning, or the food, the breakfast that maybe you had, or what you're going to have for lunch. Good morning to Jasmine and Renji and Arlene.
Morning, everyone.
I have my mug. This is my mug of the day.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is my handmade with love from my oldest, Kai, who's now 14, but he made this when he was only about 4 or 5 years old. So
Wow,
this is
that
a
was a
Father's
long
Day
time ago.
gift. Yeah, 2011. I love Dad.
2011. Wow.
And then he has Kai, Naomi, Isaac. So that's my.
Oh,
It's empty
it's
because
like,
it's fragile. It's fragile. Yeah,
er,
yeah. So that's the mug. That's my little Father's Day special handmade mug for today.
that's
So
great.
yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
hello,
This is
Ate LV, Ate Thelma, and Ate Edith. Welcome. Welcome to our Sunday Spotlight this
wow.
weekend.
Elvie's here with us this morning. It's a special treat. She might be here to support someone.
Yeah, yeah.
Good to see you. Well, we're glad you're here. Let us know you're here. Keep commenting. Keep chatting with us. And we got a special spotlight today. We're going to be highlighting one of our uh,
One of our teams.
purposes, but also
Yep,
one of our teams that
right.
that we all see and enjoy and appreciate and love each and every week at our weekend
And they
services.
can be seen almost every day if they want to. If our viewers want to, they can be
Yes, they
seen every
can
day. So
every day
probably
on
they're
demand.
yeah, yeah, on demand. So
On
probably they are
demand.
thinking, sino kaya itong mga to? Who are they?
Who are they? Yes, yes,
Who
yes.
are
Who are they?
they?
Well, let's. Well, before we bring them in, I just want to share a couple things with everybody tonight. We have class 201 and 301, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, 201, 301.
21301. Yep.
So if you are if you're not taking 201 or 301, and that's a next step in your journey, you can still register for class tonight at 6:30, and we'd love for you to be a part of that with us. I want to say hi to Jeremiah Goalie, all the way
Yes.
from
Hello from Lake Forest. From
Rancho Santa
from yeah.
Margarita.
Hello.
Probably, I'm not
Hello.
sure where he's at. We're glad you're here, Jer. Welcome to our spotlight. Well, let's go ahead and introduce our guests for today. Let's welcome Joden and Percy to our time.
Yes. Hello. Good
Yay!
morning.
Morning,
So
Good
church.
morning.
do you have your mic
Hey
with you,
guys.
Pastor Matt?
My
Hi.
mic?
Yeah, your mic.
No, I
Hi.
should though. Percy, what were you
And
gonna
a
say?
one, and a two, and a
And a two.
one, two, three. Are we? I thought we're singing.
No,
Oh
no.
no. Well, you guys can sing. I'll just watch. Trust me. You just want me to watch.
The church isn't ready for our quartet. The church isn't ready.
They're not ready for it. That's
They're
for
not
sure.
ready
Well,
for it.
you guys, if you don't know who these two people are, this is Percy, our worship lead here in Saddleback Santa Rosa, and Joden is on our worship team. You see both of these guys every weekend
Every
leading
weekend,
us
yeah.
with music. And so it's so great to have you here representing our entire worship team. And we'd love to hear, we're going to hear more about it, hear about the team and what you guys do and how God has called you into the ministry that you're a part of. And so if you are joining us and you're a part of the worship team, or you think you are, I mean, I guess we all are, We all sing. We all are
Yeah.
part of the worship experience.
Yeah.
But if you serve on the worship team, let us know. Give us a shout out. We'd love to recognize you here this morning as well. But Perse, Jode, we want to say thank you for jumping in with us for a few minutes this morning. And we'd love to just hear a little bit about your journey, a little bit about you. How long you've been at Saddleback, what brought you here, and what kind of brought you into being a part of the worship ministry. Whoever wants to start, go. Whoever can hit the C sharp.
Let's have Julian go first.
The C sharp first. All right.
Ikaw na, boy? Alright.
Let's start with Jodin.
Alright. Actually, this month would mark my 3 years in Saddleback.
Wow.
So it was September 3 years ago, so 2017. So we've been here. My wife and I have been serving since September 2017. Although most of you don't get to see my wife because she's taking care of our little angel. So, no, but she's growing up. So soon, probably you'll see her again on the stage.
Great.
And just that, 3 years now.
3 years.
3 years.
Congratulations.
Wow.
And how old are your kids, Jordan?
Jaden's turning 5 next month, and Jody just turned 2.
5
So
and
5 and 2.
Wow. You're in the thick of it for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. With this lockdown, I'm in the thick of it. Very thick.
It's all worth it, my friend. It's all worth it. Yes.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
Well, thanks, Jode, for sharing that, and thank you for your 3 years of being a part of our church family and all that you do. So we celebrate you and your 3 years with us. Percy, how about you?
How about you first?
I've been with Saddleback for 6 years.
More
6
than-
years now. Yeah, for 6 years. And it's funny, the way I started with Saddleback is I think it was during the pre-launch season of Saddleback Santa Rosa. And so me and my friends decided to, hey, let's volunteer at Saddleback because I'm sure we're gonna learn a lot from them. And then volunteering turned into something bigger and better for me. And then that's when I started. So they asked me to be part of the team, and of course I said yes. Actually, that was the time that I just resigned from my corporate job to go to full-time ministry. So yeah. And for the first few years, I wasn't leading the worship team, but I was doing some admin work. We call it the team associate before. So I was that for a couple of years and then moved on to lead the worship team. But I was already a volunteer of worship before that.
Yeah.
And Percy, you've transitioned into our worship lead, and what was that? Maybe 3 years ago?
3 years
Yeah,
ago.
I think 2 years ago.
3 years
Wow.
ago.
Yeah, about the same time as Jordan
Yeah.
attended Saddleback. Yeah.
Call it
Wow, it's
destiny.
called-
Call God's will. God's will.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Destiny.
Sorry. Too much K-drama.
Oh, I love all these comments, you guys. Yes, you don't want to hear me sing, that's for sure. Yeah. And my family reminds me of that every day when I try. But every noise is a joyful noise to the Lord, right,
Of
guys?
course.
Amen.
Of course.
Every breath.
Every breath, that's right.
Let every
Well, hey,
breath.
I
I'd love to
have a
hear-
question for them.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah. So, we've been into lockdown for 6 months already. But one thing that I'm really proud of for our church is that we never stop doing our service, especially the worship team. You guys having to record every I don't know how often do you do record, but they are consistently seeing good worship songs every weekend. So how are you doing that, guys? Because if I'm the one doing it, just for a few minutes of recording is very hard. But you'll be singing with so much emotion and energy. How are you doing it?
Oh yeah, I just have to say first that I am so proud of our team. They have
Yeah.
been really pushing, and they've been really doing everything that they can despite what's happening. And it's very hard because a lot of people don't know, but when we do worship live, it's so much easier than recording. I don't know if any of our people, any of the people watching here knows that, but because when we do live worship, we just go up on stage, sing, and then we're done. But here, when we record, we notice the small little errors that we make, and we redo them over and over again. And so we would have so many takes, and that would eat up a lot of our time. And so that's why I'm so proud of our team for what they're doing. Imagine having kids running around the house screaming, and then you have to record. I'm amazed by that. I'm
Yeah.
amazed by that.
Well,
That's true. The
John,
overall.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, go ahead.
Everyone's support and just commitment this pandemic was just amazing. Kuya Percy talks about it. We have a member. Well, some of us stay up around 1 a.m., 2 a.m. waiting for their kids to sleep just to record, and that's just the commitment and the drive. So what Kuya Percy is talking about. So it's just so proud to be a part of that type of commitment, even during this lockdown.
Yeah,
And the whole
and I guess
family's commitment kasi
yeah,
the
and I
whole
guess
family will have to commit.
Yeah.
correct. Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
the
I've seen some
whole
of the.
motivation for us here is to just remember. Well, I'm speaking for myself, I think, but what motivates me to keep doing that is, I think of God's goodness every time, and I think, all throughout this pandemic, He's been so good to me, despite what's happening. Just looking at the bright side, and that encourages me to just lift up my hands and lift up my voice
Yeah.
to just give Him thanks and worship in everything that He's doing in my life right now.
That's great, Purse. We went from, just to share with those who are joining us or will be watching this later. We went from doing zero video, pretty much, right? We didn't hardly do any video to doing 100% video, right? And we had to do that in like 3
Yeah.
days. We found out the lockdown was happening, and I'm amazed. I share this all the time, and every time it still just boggles my mind how your team, and I know your team consists of, I don't know, 20, 30 people, whatever your team, the worship team is. From the musicians, I see Renra here with us. He plays bass.
Mhm.
That have
Yeah.
recorded playing their songs, to the vocalists and everyone in between, to even the tech, those behind the scenes that are part of worship arts, being able to on a dime just kind of figure it out, turn on that dime and make it happen, and allow us as a church family to worship from home still.
Mhm.
It's just been incredible. So I just want to say, well done, you guys, you too, but the entire team that
The
have
entire team.
played a piece or a part of our worship experience each and every weekend. So that's great. That's great. Well, good stuff. Well, sure. You mentioned the team, and I know you have a great team. But is there any? I'd love to give you an opportunity just to share, if there, maybe a highlight from a story about someone on the team, or something that happened. I know you shared a little bit about behind the scenes. The kids running around in the background and all the outtakes and cats. There was a cat one time that fell. One of our singers, I think it was Kate, and the cat fell down behind her on the video. But I'd love to hear, are there any stories, and how could maybe someone who's watching go, you know what, I play an instrument, or I enjoy singing. How can I get involved, or is this something that maybe I can be a part of? I'd love to hear just your hearts on
Yeah.
that.
Well, first, to answer your question on how people can get involved, they can go to saddlebackworship.com/serve, and then they can fill out the form there, and that will inform us that you're interested. And with the way things are right now, the way we do it is we're gonna have you record yourself playing an instrument or singing, and then you're just gonna have to send it over to us, and then we'll contact you. So that's how you can get involved. What about you,
Got
John?
it.
Any highlights or any stories that you have for us?
Other than the outtakes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there was, Jay, there
Go,
was
share
one time.
those
It was
outtakes.
early during the lock. It was during the lockdown. So, because we do audio and video separately, but when I was first doing it, I did it together. So there was this one time I was recording early around March or April. I was about to finish the song, so it was all good, and then Jaden started knocking. And Dad, Papa, why is this door locked? Papa, open the door. Like, I have to redo everything. So, so those were one of those stories
Yeah.
that just because imagine doing that. You had to make it perfect because you couldn't make a mistake with the lyrics and the notes until last night. So it was really, but it
Yeah.
was a fun experience. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
Persist.
I have some moments where I record. I record at night because I think the dogs in our village are already sleeping. But for that moment, that bad moment, I was really done recording, and this was a hard song that I was recording. We were saying the blessing, and
yeah,
there's just so many verses and choruses to that, and it can get tiring when you're singing that. And so I was done recording. I checked my video, and at the middle of the song, I heard dogs barking in my video.
And I heard first,
Redo,
parang
redo.
you're doing some recording inside your car. Is that
That
true?
was before I got on my phone. I have to go inside the car without. You guys know how how uncomfortable I am with heat, and so that was very hard for me because you can hear the AC in the recording. And so I have to get in our car without AC and record. And then I have to pause
Ooh.
every 5 minutes. I have a small fan with me that I turn on.
Yeah.
Oh.
The minivan.
Okay, we're done. Resume with the recording.
It's so fun to get some behind the scenes stories, to hear what happens. This is great for us just to hear. All we see is the finished product, and so to be able to see a little bit
Correct.
and to hear a little bit about what happens and
Yeah.
what goes into. And I know this is across the board for all of our singers, all of our
Mhm.
instrumentalists.
Uh-huh.
It takes multiple takes, and you got to deal with noises
Mhm.
and issues, and it's great to hear your persistence and your dedication to making it the best worship experience it can be for us. Well, we've been worshiping online for 6 months, but I've heard through the grapevine that something's coming up, and so we'd love to give you a couple minutes to share what's happening in the next few days that we can be a part of as the church family. So what is it? What is this
Yeah.
thing?
Joden will share everything about it.
All right. So I hope I get everything. So guys,
Yeah.
Pastor Matt has said that it's been 6 months since the lockdown, and we've missed you so much. This coming Sunday, I think some of you have seen it already, but we're gonna have our drive-in night of worship. Woo! So you're gonna see it. That's on September 27, 4:30 p.m. So to register, just go to bit.ly/drive-in now SR. That's bit.ly/drive-in now SR to register. So that's one car, one registration. So if you haven't signed or registered yet, you have to, and make it fast because there's only 21 spots left, correct?
Yeah.
Only
Right.
21 spots left. So guys, grab your registration, and I think we're also gonna show a QR code.
Yeah.
There it is.
There you go. Whoa, on cue.
So fancy on
So fancy.
QR.
Yeah.
QR.
QR.
Let me scan this thing. Make sure I got it.
There you go. Just pull out your
There
phone
it
and
is.
scan that.
There it
I think
is. Got it.
there you go. That's just 20 because Pastor Matt just registered. You guys, you're losing slots.
20 left. 20 left. I'm registering right now.
Register now.
Let me
So
see. Let's
we're very
What's gonna
excited to
happen?
work. So we're gonna have a drive-in. You're gonna stay in your cars. We're gonna worship together. You're gonna see us and the team just lead you into worship in your cars. So we're sure we're still keeping our guidelines and our safety distances. And on top of that, we also added a Spotify playlist so you guys can worship with us on Sunday. So are we gonna show that link, Creepers? Or
I think it's
You
in
can
the
just search
digital
it.
bulletin.
digital bulletin.
oh yeah, right. Sorry, I
So
have it
the
here.
link,
Sorry.
the link to our digital bulletin is
There you go.
link
Oh, there it is.
er.ee/saddleback, and you can scan that QR code as well.
Yeah. Then you can our Spotify playlist link is there. So you
Give
guys
us,
can just
Joden,
get familiar with
some
the
of the-
songs and
give us some of the songs. What are some of the songs we're singing? Just give us a few, so we can. Just the
we're
names.
gonna-
You don't have to sing it. Just the
Oh,
names.
I thought you were asking me to sing. One of the songs in our playlist is in our lineup is "Graves into Gardens." So
Great song.
that's "Heal Our Land." So you've seen that
Oh.
special video with Vaughn and that collaboration, and we're gonna sing it
Yeah.
next week on Sunday. So yeah, and we're just very excited. We have another other couple songs like "The Blessing." It's one of my favorites
Yeah.
during this lockdown in the Truth It Speaks. So we're just very
Sample.
excited to worship with you. Sample.
Sample in the mix.
Sample lang pag quartet. If we're doing it in a quartet, are you ready?
I gotta warm up.
Are you gonna warm up? Yeah, it's too early. It's too early. It's too early.
Yeah, it's too early. It's
So,
too
yeah.
early.
Yeah, too early. Well, that's great, you guys. It's gonna be a special night together. 4:30 on the 27th.
Mhm.
If you live near us, we'd love for you to come join us. You'll stay in your vehicles. What else we're gonna do, Mike? How else are we gonna worship?
Yes.
Music, of course, but there's a couple
course,
other
yeah.
things too.
Yeah. So we are asking everyone to bring your own elements for the communion because we'll be having our communion as well. And also, if you want to be baptized that day, baptism will be available for that particular day, September 27th, 4:30 p.m. So if you want to declare to everyone that you have Christ in your heart through baptism, join us on Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be special.
Awesome.
Yes. Awesome. Well, we're unfortunately out of time. I was hoping we'd be able to sing a song together, but
I'm ready. I'm ready, actually.
until next time. But again, you guys, thank you for just first and foremost, just for who you are as followers of Jesus and people who are so that love our church and love our community and love helping us learn to worship and bringing us to the throne of God each and every week. And we appreciate your hearts and your love for music and using your gifts to help us that maybe don't have the gift so much of music to enjoy a worship experience. And so we are thankful for you. We appreciate you. We're praying for you and your team, all the worship team out there. We pray for you. I do each and every week because I know it's hard. It's a challenge to adjust to doing things online. And so, church family, let's give it up for our worship team. Let's give them a quick, as Joden would say, a clap of praise. Clap of praise.
Yes.
Team. And we appreciate you, Joden, Percy, and for taking some time today with
Thank
myself
you.
and Pastor Mike. And we'll see you. We'll see you online. We'll see you at service 11 o'clock. We'll see both of you guys leading us in music here in a couple minutes. So,
Before
Mike, final words?
before we go, I'd like to say happy birthday, Pastor Matt.
Yeah.
Happy birthday! Yeah, it will be your birthday tomorrow. So happy
Tomorrow.
birthday to you.
Thank
34.
you. Thank you. 34.
Yeah.
35.
35. 35.
5
Tawad pa tawad.
plus a few. More.
Plus
So
a few.
thank you. Thank you.
All right.
All right, you guys. God bless you. Thank you, church. Thanks for joining us. Have a great week.